This is another episode of Rouge Rants. I don't have a script this time, but I'm just gonna be talking out my ass. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. So, I recently saw this post. I'm gonna show it, I'll blur out whoever made it, but it was just like, it was this like community post on YouTube, and it's like, true or false, LGBTQ, oh, they put UIAA+. I don't know what those last four letters mean, but okay. And asked, is it safe for your kids? So it has like a poll, it says true or false. I picked true because yeah, it is. Like, what? It says my answer is wrong, actually. The real answer is false. And the explanation behind it says, if you voted true, you need to watch the videos about why the LGBTQ community is forcing people in California to be transsexual. I mean, why should everyone in California be transsexual? Even children should be trans. The worst part is that they also force Christians to choose to be transsexual than to choose God. Also, apparently we wear demonic costumes and say we're coming for your kids. So then they pinned this comment and they're like, people, you need to understand that if you turn transsexual, this is just very wrong. God may not like what you're doing. And if you're gay, lesbian, or bisexual, just know that you need to quit being this way, because now they changed it this time. They put LGBTQ, no U, IAA+, now supports Satanism. This is the hardest comment I have to say. Nobody's forcing anyone to be trans. Have you guys seen that post where it's like, I'll put it on screen, but be transgender! Be trans! Like, that's what I'm thinking of when I hear this. Also, transsexual is an outdated term that nobody really uses anymore. Like, me, I'm trans. Oh, coming out right now. I am trans, female to male, and transsexual, nobody really uses that anymore. Anyways, that doesn't matter. There's nothing wrong with children being transgender. I think, like, hormone procedures are okay, but, like, anything more than that is very... It's just that kids don't really know, like, what they want for their future, for their life at that point. And I just think it's kind of irresponsible to let that happen. You can't force someone to be transgender. I don't know how you would go about doing that. If you could, then there would be a lot of people that I would force to be transgender just so they could see how it feels. I would definitely force this person to be transgender. I would definitely, like, being transgender is not, like, it's not just changing your gender and, like, calling yourself the other gender. You, like, me, I think to be transgender, you have to feel it. You feel, like, discouraged, like, you feel, like, nasty in your own body, and, like, you, like, want something that you can't have, pretty much, and it's, like, you're, like, longing for, you're yearning, and it's, like, you can't give that yearning feeling to someone who just would never understand that, because that doesn't make sense. And if you could give it to them, then, well, buddy, I got something to say to you. That's not something you can give to someone, so that was your own thing. Yeah, this is your coming out. Happy Pride Month. I don't know what they're talking about, demonic costumes for LGBT. Let me see. I'll look it up right now. It does exist. Demonic clothing. Well, it's not demonic. I'm reading about it, and it's like a line of pride clothes, and I guess the designer is a Satanist or something. Satan respects pronouns. That's what it says. Or, like, Satan loves and respects who you are. So, first of all, I think that Christian people have never heard of a joke before. So, yeah, this thing says it, like, sums it up pretty well. Satanists don't actually believe in Satan. He's merely used as a symbol of passion, pride, and liberty. He means to you what you need him to mean. So, like, it's not, like, the same as, like, being evil or, like, doing bad shit and stuff. And, like, to clarify, I'm not a Satanist. I don't hang out with that. I respect it because it's a religion, just like any other ones. I really don't see anything wrong with that. And even if it wasn't a joke, it's not that serious, it's not that deep. It's a metaphor. It's more like, well, if, like, these Christian homophobe people are going to say that God hates us, that God doesn't like us or whatever, he's going to condemn us to hell or something, then, like, they're going to be like, okay, well, then we'll just hang out with Satan, you know? Yeah, nobody's coming for your children. That's not... Trust me, like, there's definitely people who are pedophiles and, like, also gay, but there's also people who are pedophiles and straight, so it's not like all gay people are pedophiles, like, 'cause not all straight people are pedophiles, you know? There's just gross people out there, and we don't represent them. Like, we don't like that. I'm not rocking with that. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not rocking with that. So me, I am transgender, but I am Catholic, so I do believe in God, but it's different. It's not, like, the same, because, like, so for us, it's not like like the Bible says, man shall not lie with man. So it's like the act of having like homosexual intercourse would be a sin. But being in a relationship or just being gay, like just being gay, just being yourself, that's not a sin. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, it is a sin, but I think it's a sin, but I don't think it's wrong either, like necessarily. Just in the same way that like having sex without like not giving, like with the intention of not having a child, that's also a sin. And I don't believe that's like wrong or weird. So it's like, but it's still a sin, you know? So it's like, there's some things that are like, they say they're sins, but it's really, and like, I can respect people's religion, you know? Like, if your religion, like, is like no on everything, that's fine, but you don't have to be like a fucking asshole about everything. You don't have to sit there and be like, oh, this is very wrong, this is disgusting, you know, like, or like trying to like change other people, like, because that's disrespectful, and that's not what anyone's God would want. So going back to what I was saying, like, yes, having like the act of being gay is a sin, but it's like, we are all sinners, you know? Like, we all sin, we've all sinned, and we will continue to sin. And Jesus died for our sins, so it's like, and like, since we're all sinners, it doesn't make any sense for us to like call out people, like other people, on their sins, especially if we ourselves have sinned, because that's hypocritical. And it's like, we can't judge other people because we're not God. We're not the one who judges. God's the one who judges, you know? That's how I see it. I have no right to tell other people what is and isn't a sin, what is and isn't wrong, because I'm not God. We can all have different beliefs, we can all have different ideals and like values, but at the end of the day, you have to be respectful to everyone. Even like stupid ass people. Like this person who's sitting here saying, oh my goodness, why are you forcing everyone? Because, yeah, this person is stupid. I'm sorry. That's not very respectful, but this person is stupid. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a perfect person, because I'm not. Nobody is. The only one who is perfect is my homeboy, Jesus Christ. That's my boy right there, alright? I freaking love Jesus, man, because Jesus is great. I'm sorry. That's straight up my boy right there. Like, in conclusion, this was just me, like, ranting, you know? Like, saying my opinion. You don't have to feel the same way, and I'm not saying you do. It's just my opinion, you know? I'm just putting it out there. I'm not saying, like, I'm the only one who's right, and nobody else is right. Just me. Because that's dumb. That's weird. Because I would be just as bad as everyone else then. Or as this person who's saying everyone is trying to make them trans. I don't know what that is about. You know, it reminds me of One Piece, actually. Why I'm always thinking about One Piece. It's like that one scene in One Piece where they're all chasing Sanji. It's funny as hell. Like, they think that's what's going on in this. Like, that's not what's happening. We're all just people. We all do bad shit. We all do good shit. And when it comes to Judgment Day, God's gonna be the one deciding, you know? Not anyone else. Not your neighbor, not your freaking bully, not your crush, not your dog, not your parents. It's gonna be God, and God is what you make of him. So, yeah.
I ran like hell.
Come back, Candy Boy!
Over my dead body!
I brought my favorite dress just for you! Why don't you try it on?
Don't be shy, it's just us.
That's not the problem! Forget it! Through the rain and the snow. Through thunder and lightning, I never stopped.